Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Earthbound. I am Adrian, and in today's episode we're heading into this cave over here, which is not where I thought it was. I thought we were actually going to the next year sanctuary location. I thought that was going to be right here. This is actually a place called the Cave of the Past, and we can't actually do anything here just yet. There's like a little spike-looking thing over there, and there's some kind of exploded something down there, but there's nothing we can get to here, and there's not really a huge point to going here just yet, other than to foreshadow that we're going to be going there later on in the game. So for now, I believe the Year Sanctuary location is actually down to the south. Oh, can you really not get through here? That's kind of silly. But I believe it's down to the south this way, so we may have to fight these dinosaurs over here. Yep, I guess so. Okay, and then I am fairly certain the entrance is... Okay, maybe it's not... Aha, there it is. Okay, so I forgot that there were two cave entrances over this way, but I knew it was down in the on the south side, or not the south, the west side of the map at the very least. And it looks like there's another tenda down here, as well as another phone if you need it, and another evacuation zone from the dinosaur cage. He can't get out apparently, but there aren't any dinosaurs around, so I think you're safe, buddy. I mean, I'm sure there will probably be some that appear in your path if you try and head all the way up. But you should be fine. So, this is where I thought we were going to start this episode over here, but I got a little mixed up. So here we are in the... Oh, I don't remember the name of this place, but this is the next Year Sanctuary location. Gotta remember which way to go here. Some new enemies over here, so we'll be showing those real quick. I think there's like 2 or 3 different new types of enemies. This is the Soul-Consuming Flame, which is obviously a fire-based enemy. I want to say if you hit it, you get some kind of damage hit back at you, just because it seems like a pile of lava, and that would just make sense, but I guess we're just going to see, as long as the freeze doesn't kill it. Wow, freeze did a lot. I would almost think that freeze wouldn't do that much. Oh, and let's scroll through this text really quick. Hopefully knock it out. There we go. You would think that freeze wouldn't do that much because it's ice against a fire enemy, but I guess the ice melts and then kills it or something. And here comes a phone call from our dad. We should probably be used to getting those at this point. No, we don't need a break. We're fine. And I think we should probably go for a heal real quick. Just a little bit of a heal. Ed took some damage from that dinosaur as well, so we want to make sure we're topped off on health in case we get some more crazy attacks like we just had there that would have knocked out Katie, if not for the fact that we had knocked out the enemy first. So over this way, a couple more enemies to face off against real quick. The Psychic... Wait, what did that say? The Psychic Psycho and the Major Psychic Psycho. So these are going to be more enemies that are going to probably throw some... fire-based attacks at us, probably some PSI attacks, so we should probably try and take them out quickly if we can. Let's focus on that major psychic first, and yeah, might as well go ahead and go for some PSI attacks on both of them. That should do a decent chunk, and hopefully we can... Oh, that didn't do as much as it did to the other guy, though. Oh, and he's got a Psychic Shield. That's not good. Yeah, that hurt a little bit. Oh, it tried to deflect it twice, so that's nice that we actually managed to avoid that. Okay, a bit of damage here, and I believe Ben has an item on him that's preventing them from, or that's reducing fire damage. Oh, and that hurt quite a bit. Okay, and he's solidified, and he's fine now. So let's just go for bashes, and Ollie needs to heal up, so let's try and... Oh, nope, we should go for Life Up Beta, and hurry up, get through this quickly. Get that heal off, get his HP back. Paralysis! Okay, that's a little bit irritating as well, and Ben is going to keep missing. I realize that the bat I have equipped on him, oh, and more fire, that's just going to keep doing lots of damage to our entire team here. These enemies are a little bit tough. So we do need to heal up some teammates here, but the bat that Ben has is... Oh, and Ed can't do anything. Probably want to do some more life ups on some people too before we get attacking again. But Ben's bat actually has a reduced chance to hit compared to other equipable items, which I didn't realize when I equipped it. I just thought, oh, look, this is a much more powerful item. I'm going to use this. And as it turns out, it's actually... It has some downsides to it. It makes it so we can kill enemies a lot quicker. I mean, especially if you're in the overworld and you are let's see if this will heal off that numbness. If you face off against one enemy, that damage that you can do that's how it's calculated. You know, if you can get the kill on it before you even enter battle. Oh, and that's doing a lot of damage. Okay, so let's just go for bash to try and finish this guy off. Holy cow. Holy cow. Seriously? Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, this episode is a disaster so far. I should probably just stop this recording. We're barely into this episode. Holy cow. Seriously? Ah. But yeah, what I was saying, it'll help in your one-hit kills on single enemies. You know, when you get that flash green and all of a sudden you just win the battle, you know. Having a high damage item will help that. It doesn't take into account the fact that you're going to miss most of the time. And we're just trying to finish this guy off already. I didn't realize we had so much trouble with these fire enemies. But that PSI fire, it just does so much damage to our entire team. And, I mean, Ben isn't taking as much, but we should probably maybe give that item to somebody else. Whatever item he has, whatever defensive item he has, we should probably give that to somebody else. There we go, finally. So that they can resist that fire attack a little bit better, because Ben does have a lot of HP already, and already getting into the level up as well. Is this going to work to heal anybody off? Okay, there we go. It's perfect, perfect, perfect. It does cost quite a bit, though, but we can get everybody else back up on their feet and keep going without having to go all the way back again. I don't think we have any PSI caramels. I probably should have stocked up on those, but I didn't think of it. So, yeah, we do need to life up everybody as well. We just go for life up alpha, I guess. We don't have enough PP to do anything better than that. It's too bad Katie doesn't have any healing PSI attacks. Or not attacks, healing PSI, period. Because that would be helpful. And do we have any items we can use? Healing items, healing items. We do have a PSI... We have a couple of PSI caramels, actually. Let's go ahead and use those. Probably want to use those on Ben. Alright, 23 PP. Oops. And let's go ahead and throw that other one on Ben as well. And we probably didn't get any bottled waters. We probably should have gotten some bottled waters for Ollie, but I didn't think of it. Does the brain food lunch cure PSI? Yes, it does. Okay, that's sweet. Okay. Let's see here. Anything else we want to use right now? There is a bottle of deluxe water, so we can use that if we need it later on. So I can afford to life up myself real quick. And probably just want to go for one more life up alpha. I know this is taking forever to get through all this. Just gonna one more life up alpha on each of my other party members. But yeah, I mean, I figure we've probably shown just about all the enemies here already. So the rest of this episode's probably gonna go by pretty quick. And let's go ahead and use that speed capsule on somebody. Ollie is already pretty fast, so we might want to boost his speed so we can get his heals off if we need to. But the rest of this episode should go pretty quick, so we shouldn't have too many more enemies to show off. Yeah, the rest of this episode shouldn't take too long, so we're going to cut out all these battles. And then after that, we have a boss fight for the final Year Sanctuary location. And hopefully we still have some PSI left over when we get to that point. Not sure which way we need to be. We're supposed to be going up here. Obviously, there's a little bit of a rope up there that'll lead us somewhere. Can't avoid that enemy. Luckily, that battle went much better, but yeah, we don't have too much more to actually show in this episode. Okay, so we're back. There was a bit of an issue, and I stopped recording for a second because I ended up dying in a battle, and I went all the way back, and I stocked up on items and all that kind of stuff. Started making my way through here, and then I realized that I had actually, you know, pressed stop on the recording. I forgot to hit start again. So you guys didn't really miss much. It was just a lot of me going through random battles and cutting them out and just kind of coming back for a couple seconds each time to say, oh, now I'm walking over here. And, you know, you didn't really miss much. I mean, this area all looks kind of about the same. So I don't think there was really anything too vital that you guys would have not gotten from that. So yeah, and we still do have to make our way back through that area anyway, it looks like, because I think we went the wrong way. Although there is a moonbeam gun, which is a new item for Ed. But we do have to walk all the way back through that area, so you will still see it. And I do apologize for not including that part, but I don't have another save file for partway through. Okay, that changes his offense a little bit. For a second I didn't see any changes, then I realized I was looking at the defense. But yeah, I do apologize for not showing that on the way through. But I don't have a save file I can cut back to. I don't have a save file I can, you know, just reload and get back to where I was. I'd have to restart everything that I was doing. And a whole bunch of enemies over here as well. And let's see if we can use our temporary invincibility to get past here. And there, we made it. And we are just about there. We're going to skip past that enemy as well. And here we are at the final Your Sanctuary location. So let's just make sure we're all topped off and everything we need to be topped off on. Probably won't be using these bottles of deluxe water in the actual battle, so let's go ahead and use up a couple of those right now. Make sure that we're all topped off on PP. I think we're about good on health. So yeah, I don't think we need to worry too much about healing at all before this battle. And also, speaking of PSI attacks, I suppose we can't check that until we get to the battle. So, let's go ahead and get started with the final Your Sanctuary boss battle here. And this one's a little bit different from the other ones, and you'll see why once we actually get into it. But this enemy is called the Carbon Dog, and it's a dog that's on fire. And to start things off, let's see, what should we do? Trying to decide what a best course of option or best course of action right off the bat is. Let's just bash with Ben. Katie actually just learned PSI Shield Omega. Oh, but that's going to use up like all of our PSI points, isn't it? Also, these are out of order, aren't they? Because this is beta, but this is gamma, I think. But they're out of order because you can actually see by the cost that they're. That's kind of weird. Let's try. I don't know. I think we just go for nope, not that. Let's just go for attacks with Katie probably. Yeah, let's just go for Gamma Freeze. I think that's our best option. And of course, we'll just use the bazooka like he always does. And then let's go with a. Ollie could use a shield. Yeah, let's shield all of us. I think that might help. And he'll still have plenty of PSI left over after that. It's not a PSI shield, but it will shield us from any physical attacks. I don't know how much of that he'll throw at us, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Flaming Fireball. Oh, that did a lot of damage, but it also got deflected, so that's a nice. Get a little damage off on him. Recover quick on Ed. Just bash goods. Use that heavy bazooka and just bash. Let's just get that heal off as quick as possible. Hurry up and get through this text. Another Flaming Fireball. Another. That's a lot of damage. Oh, but he's already transforming. Okay, that was quick. Let's get that life up off now. And it looks like all of our health decreases stopped when he did that. So basically, that's the quirk of this boss battle. I'm trying to talk really fast because there's so much going on at once. But he turns into something called Carbon Dog, which I think will deflect your physical attacks. So we're going to have to go for PSI at this point. So basically just keep doing what we were doing. Except I don't think we want to use Ed's heavy bazooka right now anymore. So let's try the shield killer. I know it never works, but we might as well give it a shot and see how that does. And one thing to be careful of in this fight, once he turns into Diamond Dog, he can diamondize you. Yeah, his power shield became stronger because he did have a power shield. So hitting with physical attacks will hit you right back, basically what our shield was doing to him. But he can diamondize you, which, you know, oh, I didn't realize we were running out of health there on Katie. Oops. And the shield killer never works. I swear, it never works. It's so annoying. Healing on Katie, and Ed, you're just going to have to defend, I guess? Or do you have any goods you can use? Not really. Shield killer again. I guess we can keep trying it. And then let's just use this as a turn of healing real quick. And actually, no, because Ben's going to move first. So I guess we're just going to go for a freeze. Gamma, as powerful as we can get. Revive Katie, so we don't have to deal with that red text anymore. And he's probably just going to hit Katie again, isn't he? Oh, nope, he's going for another power shield, which we still probably can't take away. Nope. I don't understand how you're supposed to get rid of it then. Because if you can't do that to take it away, then you can only do it by just hitting it repeatedly, which of course is going to damage you a whole bunch. So I would not really recommend doing that. And let's, yeah, Gamma's probably the best because we want to be able to keep hitting him with them. Ed's just going to keep defending. Well, I guess we can keep trying the shield killer because there's no point doing anything else with Ed. Otherwise, I mean, I don't want him to get hit himself. We could go for a Starstorm. But yeah, I mentioned using the bag of Dragonite, but now the Diamond Dog's got that power shield up, that wouldn't be a good idea. The time to use it would have been in the beginning of the battle, but I didn't think of it at the time. and there was just too much going on at once for me to get that out, and I was trying to, you know, heal off people and such. And Ben is out of PSI now. Gee, we don't have any items we can use as Ben either, so that's kind of a problem. But Ben's got a lot of HP, so I think we can survive if the power shield deflects some of the attacks back at us, so that's fine. One more freeze gamma left in us. Ed, just keep trying that shield killer, I guess. I suppose it just doesn't work on boss battles or something. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Hopefully, just a couple more freezes will finish this guy off. I feel like we got to be almost there, right? And that shield killer, I don't know. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to get rid of a shield without, you know, damaging yourself. And he's making his shield even more powerful constantly. Yeah. And we didn't even do any damage to him, so that's nice. At least I don't think we did. So I guess we'll just keep hitting with Ben, because Ben can take that. No more attacks with Katie. Brain food lunch, we can use that on Katie. And Ed, do something. Counter PSI unit? I don't know. And then we are also running out of PSI and Ollie as well, so we might have to go ahead and heal some of that up with a bottle of deluxe water. But again, I'm pretty sure the bag of Dragonite, if I use that, it'll do a lot of damage, but I'm pretty sure it'll get reflected as well, so we want to make sure we watch out for that. Counter PSI unit makes a lot of noise, and what does it do? Nothing. Okay, that's nice. Luckily we dodged that attack. A smash hit, okay. So we are getting hits off him, so that's good. His shield disappeared. Nice. Okay, so let's hope he doesn't bring that shield back. No, don't recover. Go for another freeze, and then we can go ahead and finally, now that he has that shield down, we can go to use for the bazooka. And then let's just go for a Starstorm. Why not? This thing should be almost dead, so I think a couple more hits will probably finish it off here. But yeah, a fairly difficult boss fight. Whoa, we still haven't finished it off. Holy cow. And our power shield is deflecting on him, so that's good. I would say one more round of attacks, but I can't say for sure. Let's just go all out with our most powerful stuff. Might as well. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised that he's not down yet, but I guess we just keep hitting him. But he does have a lot of health. It is the last year Sanctuary boss, so it is going to be difficult. And there we go. I knew we had to be close. I wouldn't be surprised if he only had a little bit of HP left after that. And we only needed to hit him with a little bit of an attack. But there we go. We managed to get through the boss fight and get everybody experience, which is nice. But yeah, this area as a whole was fairly tough. I mean, I don't think you guys saw some of that, because I did lose a little bit of footage in there, but I mean, there wasn't too much happening in there. I did end up dying once, and I ended up having to do quite a bit of healing. Luckily, I had all those bottles of deluxe water to heal off Ollie's PSI. But yeah, I'm so glad that healing will actually, you know... Well, I'll be quiet for a second. And one little note to finish off the song, but as I was saying, I'm so glad that healing Gamma will actually restore you from being dead. So yeah, now we got some interesting things that are about to happen here. So we're about to listen to the whole melody. Okay, so hopefully you're really able to hear that well enough. And yeah, now that the whole melody has played, something crazy is about to happen. And it's not just a white screen. Here we go. And here we see ourselves walking up a hill. And yeah, this is a little bit weird because, you know, we've been told that, you know, getting all of your sanctuary locations will unlock our ultimate power, but is that our house on top of this weird floating hill? I guess we're going to go inside and see what happens. By the way, I'm not controlling my character here. That was all just a cutscene. Inside the house, is there nobody home? Oh, there's our dog. I don't remember what we named the dog. He seems to have a bit of blue on him, which is weird because the rest of the world is all black and white. And then we're heading upstairs. Are we going back to our room, or are we going back to where we started the whole game? Yep, here we go. Except, is that a baby cradle? And apparently that's our parents talking to us. Yeah, they're talking about putting a red cap on him. Rex, that was the name of the dog. I remember that now. But yeah, apparently our parents are talking about us. Let's celebrate with some pizza. But apparently this is kind of like a flashback, although our main character wouldn't be able to remember this. I mean, you don't remember your time as a baby, but the baby bottle he pointed at seemed to move a little bit, and that's just a bit of a foreshadow, if you could call it that, of our PSI abilities that we'll eventually learn to use later on. But all of a sudden the music starts to get a little bit weird, and whoa! Where the heck are we? What's going on? Find out next time on Earthbound. That's the end of this episode. I'll see you in the next one, and we'll figure out what the heck happened. How do we unlock our ultimate power, and where are we?